Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we will be showcasing my triple water meme team in the Great League. This team features Swampert, Tentacruel, and Wing Attack Mantine, and was built primarily to counter the influx of Incinerate Talonflame since Community Day. Despite being a meme team, this team actually performed super well, and I went positive on the day running only this team. One last thing before we do hop into the battles. According to my YouTube analytics, only 24% of my viewers are subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, as it does really help out the channel. Thank you guys so very much as always, and I do hope you guys enjoy the triple water meme team. Alright, hopping into the first battle here, leading Swampert into, what do you know, a Talonflame. This is a fantastic matchup for Swampert with shields up. They throw 2 Incinerates and switch into a Shadow Razorleaf Venusaur. I'm running triple water, so this is one of the worst things I could see. I'm going to go straight for the Acid Spray to debuff it. We get a shield, but they're going to be able to Razorleaf me all the way down. I can't bring back in Swampert, of course. I'm going to bring back in the Wing Attack Mantine, and I'll need to shield and attempt to Wing Attack down before it gets to a second charge move. And they actually throw the Sludge Bomb there, so it's possible that they're running Sludge Bomb and Frustration. Alright, let's see what they have. And they actually choose to bring in their Mew. This works out really well for me because this is the alignment that I want. I would prefer to have the Swampert lined up with Talonflame. And I'm going to go try and get to the Bubble Beam. Unfortunately, I lose CMP here. I can't shield because shields down, Talonflame can just Brave Bird my Swampert. So I do need to preserve a shield. And they let this go. If you remember, they switched out with 2 Incinerates of energy. Now they're at 4, and now they're at 5. So they're capped at 100 energy, so they have enough for 2 flame charges. However, I'm able to throw my Hydro Cannon first. They're able to throw the flame charge. I'm going to be able to shield this up and then get off my Hydro Cannon. And at this health, this should just be enough to take them out and to give me the game. So a very close first game, and even though the opponent had a Shadow Razorleafer, the triple water meme team able to get the job done. Second match, and picking up a Lost Lead versus a Gyarados. Very cool to see a Gyarados in the Great League, as honestly they're not too common, so a very cool sight. I do need to shield up the Aqua Tail, as preserving health on my Swampert is very important with this team. I build up to the Sludge Wave and go for the bait. Gyarados is pretty squishy, so I know that they'll probably shield, save swap Tentacruel, and bait out a Bastodon. This is perfect. The goal of the Tentacruel save swap is to bait out either their Bastodon or Galarian Stunfisk, so that way I can kill it with Swampert, and therefore my Mantine won't have to face either one. This will be a Stone Edge. We can survive a Stone Edge, however it will get us kind of low. I'm hoping I can still get to the Hydro Pump, and I just can't, so I definitely should have thrown the Acid Spray. I believe my opponent should be 2 away from their next Stone Edge. I wait my clock, come in Swampert, and here's the Stone Edge. And here, I make an interesting play. I'm going to shield this up, and instead of throwing, I'm going to fully Mud Shot down, because Bastodon is so slow to its charge moves, and now I leave with 100 energy, so I can threaten with a Sludge Wave, and then switch out, but still leave with residual energy. I switch out into Mantine, and they bring out a Medicham. So this is a pretty good situation for us, especially since they're going Power Up Punch. I'm going to be able to go for a Bubble Beam and remove that buff and take them right back to normal attack, and these super effective Wing Attacks are absolutely chunking versus this Medicham. You can see able to get to another one, and now they're at -1 attack. So they really don't want to throw their nuke move, so they are going to be going for the Power Up Punch to get themselves back to normal. As you can see, we are winning the health war, which is great, and this should just be another Power Up Punch. Yep, it is, and we're going to be able to get to the Bubble Beam. This will be getting them very low, and we should be able to Wing Attack them down after this. So they actually switch out into the Gyarados and throw. Very nice play. If this is an Aqua Tail, this won't kill me, which it is, and I aggressively switch back into Swampert. Remember that residual energy, and I'm able to reach the Sludge Wave before they farm me down. Sludge Wave is enough to take them out. Medicham comes back in, but 1 Wing Attack takes them out. So even where I was hard countered, well, not necessarily hard countered, countered on the lead, countered on the swap, still able to get the win. Marowak, this is a great lead for us. All 3 of our Pokemon do very well here, and my opponent quits. I guess they had a feeling we had triple water types and did not want to play. Alright, hopping into the next match here, Swampert into a Talonflame. A great lead. They say swap into a Shadow Swampert. I actually don't have a good response to a Shadow Swampert switch in, so I'm going to stay in, throw the Hydro Cannon, and try and switch out. Unfortunately, it's a CMP tie, so at this point I'm going to need to build up to my next Hydro Cannon and then switch on the charge move into Tentacruel. We're able to catch the Hydro Cannon, which is great. Tentacruel can take Hydro Cannons a lot better than Swampert can. As you can see, it's not very effective. However, those super effective mud shots really add up. This will be another Hydro Cannon. This will get us quite low. We're not going to be able to reach the Hydro Pump, but since we sneak a Poison Jab through, I decided to make a bit of a play. I'm like, you know what if we shield this and go for the Hydro Pump? I have a feeling they want to preserve a shield for Talonflame, and then that way we can preserve our switch advantage. And they do. This is absolutely massive, and they bring out Whimsicott, and they're able to farm us down. We have switch advantage, which is perfect for us. As you can see, these wing attacks are doing a nice amount of damage. They switch in Talonflame, and we throw very carefully to prevent an Incinerate from sneaking through. They're at 2. They need 1 more to get to the Brave Bird, and we're able to get off our Hydro Cannon, and this is going to just barely not take them out. This is going to be the Brave Bird, which is going to take us out. However, 1 wing attack is going to be able to take out the debuff Talonflame, and we have an Ice Beam loaded for the Whimsicott, which is going to get it very low, and then a couple more wing attacks is enough to take them out. So another grass type, and we're still able to get the win. You love to see it. Swampert into Swampert. Ooh, I'm not a huge fan of this lead. Since it's in the lead, I'm going to try and get an extra mud shot through. However, they do the same thing. So they overfarm and do fast move denial. So at this point, I'm thinking I may have a play. I fast move deny here, and then I'm thinking if I throw right away, I think they're going to try and get an extra mud shot through, and I can use that to my advantage. I'm able to throw here. This is not CMP. I get the shield, and then I'm able to switch into Tentacruel to catch. And so I was able to kind of use my opponent's tendencies against them here, and they bring out a Frostlass. Since I have an energy lead, I can actually shield up the Shadow Ball, overfarm by a bit, get to my Hydro Pump, and Hydro Pump's going to be able to flip switch and give me switch advantage. Hydro Pump lands, we flip the switch, and we're in a good spot now. Swampert comes out. Unfortunately, they do CMP me to the Acid Spray. You absolutely hate to see it, although we actually survive on almost no HP, so absolutely huge. We get off the Acid Spray, and my opponent should be getting, to the charge move there, and this is going to be getting my Swampert quite low. And they bring out their Abomasnow, and as you can see, a little bit of lag there, and they're going to be going for the Weather Ball. Weather Ball does a nice chunk of damage. Unfortunately, this is CMP here, and Weather Ball, just barely doesn't KO. I'm not sure if Mantine is that tanky or if they undercharge to try and get extra farm, but it's a simul feint. This is absolutely perfect, and I have residual energy, so I am able to get to the Hydro Cannon, which does take out their Swampert and give us the game. So a very close game. Another grass type, but we are able to take the win. All right, Swampert into Obstagoon. Every time I see Obstagoon, I just assume it's going to be the Obstagoon Double Charm team. I am going to shield this up, of course, because, again, with this team, health on Swampert is very important. Since I got an extra mud shot through, I can build all the way up to 2 Hydro Cannons, get both off before they get to their second Night Slash, and then bail into my Tentacruel. And if they don't immediately switch out here, that's a huge tell that whatever they have in the back is super weak to poison. And as you can see, someone's not switching out. So this is a huge tell that they have 2 Charmers in the back, and we should be in a good position to close this out. Awesome, show me the Charmers. Oh look, a Alolan Ninetales Charm variant. You absolutely love to see it. Hold this Acid Spray for me, and hold this second Acid Spray for me as well, please. Thank you. Acid Spray lands, and they bring out a Whimsicott. However, we have Wing Attack Mantine, so we're in a really good spot here. We're going straight for the Ice Beam and hoping they think it's a bait, and they do. It takes them out, and then Alolan Ninetales surrenders. So a very astute play there by my opponent, recognizing that a failed bait was their win con. Alright, another Swampert switch in. This is rough. However, as you can see, I was able to get my extra mud shot there. So I should be able to get to 2 hydro cannons here. So we should be able to either land one and get 1 shield, or get both shields and then bail out into Tentacruel. Back to back. You absolutely love to see it. And now we are going to be able to bail out of here, and it actually lands, which is awesome. We're going to be able to let this go, and then can we poison jab down from here? We poison jab down, which is huge. Let's see what they do decide to come in with. They come in with the Galarian Stunfisk. I'm fully expecting this to be the Earthquake, which will take me out, and it's a Rock Slide, which doesn't. Even though Tentacruel may look it, it's not a flying type, so you want to go Earthquake. We land the Hydro Pump. That does so much damage. Oh my goodness. So now we are in an amazing spot. I am going to shield this up just because I want to preserve both Pokemon, since I don't know what they have in the back. And it's a Pelipper. We're able to catch the Water-type Weather Ball onto Mantine, and from here, basically the game is ours. We're in a really good spot. I do go for the bait, which in hindsight's probably a mistake, because at this point my opponent kind of needs to call the bait, but we're able to debuff them, so their Hurricane should hopefully do less now. Charge move coming through. It is the Hurricane, and oh look, we survive it now. Yay! And now we're going for the Ice Beam. This, of course, is going to be getting that final shield. We are farmed down, but I believe we have some energy on Swampert, which we do. Hydro Cannon should be enough to take them out, and the Galarian Stunfisk is on 1 HP. So from here, we can just Mud Shot down, and we're able to close out the game. So a good game to my opponent, very well played. As you can see, a lot of former legend poses here, so a lot of very talented battlers. Say swap a Azumarill, and we have our Tentacruel. You absolutely love to see it. As you can see, my opponent stopped attacking there for a little bit. They were like, oh man, is this thing absolutely walls Azumarill. What are you going to throw? Ice Beam? Resisted. Play Rough? Resisted. Hydro Pump? You guessed it. Also resisted. This matchup is so fun if you're the Tentacruel, and absolute misery if you're the Azumarill. Oh, they try to Play Rough. You know, that's not going to work much better for you, to be honest. And we leave with a Hydro Pump loaded so we can threaten Bastodon, and we land it. Oh, let's go. And we're able to get to a second Hydro Pump. Absolutely massive. They should be getting that last shield, which it does. And now we have a 2 shield advantage. And they're going to switch in a Hitmonchan. And at this point, all we have to do is shield in case they have Thunder Punch, and the game is ours. Yep, they have Thunder Punch. We're going to be able to shield this up, and we're going to go straight for the Ice Beam. And at this point, my opponent probably knows that the game is over. And as you can see, it looks like they closed their app. So we're able to take the win, and there's still a Bastodon left alive. And since they closed the app, I'm going to go for the maximum disrespect, and I have sped this up for y'all. That's at 3 times speed, wing attacking down a Bastodon. I sped that up because I was like, you know what? I'm not going to throw a charge move. I'm just going to wing attack this man down. So, GG's to my opponent there. We're able to take it. All right, Azumarill lead. I like throwing the Sludge Wave and then bailing immediately afterwards. All right, and we're able to get to the Sludge Wave right here. They shield it, and we're gonna safe swap into our Tentacruel, and they throw. This is perfect. They're wasting a ton of energy throwing, and we still bait out the Stunfisk. This is absolutely huge. Do you think they've learned to throw Earthquake? They have not. Rock Slide, we survive it, and we're able to get off a Hydro Pump, and this will be doing a ton of damage or getting that last shield. Oh, and it does so much damage. And they're forced to throw again, so this is huge. They're forced to burn energy on a Rock Slide. We can come back in with the Swampert, farm down, and now we're in a really great spot to close out this match. And they bring out a Shadow Machamp, and we have our Wing Attack Mantine, and they're going to bring in the Azumarill. I'm going to go straight for the Bubble Beam. Hopefully we can get a shield, or at the very least, we're going to be able to debuff their attacks. So they're not going to be able to do much to us. and they go for the Ice Beam, and that's doing absolutely nothing there, which is awesome. Now we're going to go for the Ice Beam to try and actually get some damage in. The Wing Attacks, of course, are hitting for neutral, but Wing Attack isn't a very powerful fast move, so we are going to aid it with the Ice Beam, and we're going to shield up their Ice Beam. Just because we have 2 shields, may as well preserve some health. Okay, and we're going to let this go because we can survive this. Are we going to Wing Attack down here? Oh, and my opponent realized what I was doing and aggressively switches out, so I can't Wing Attack them down. And from here, we can just go straight Bubble Beam. They let the first one go. Very nice call. They shield up the second one, and we're just going to keep Wing Attacking. And we get to another Bubble Beam. They're forced to throw. This is great. We're just going to let this go. That's fine. We come back in with Swampert. Then this should be a cross chop, so we're going to shield this up, of course, and then we're going to be able to farm up, and now we have the Hydro Cannon ready because the Azumarill is on basically no health, so a Hydro Cannon is going to be enough to take them out. So a very close game, but we were still able to clutch it out. All right, hopping into the next match here. And I think this may be the last match, not 100% sure. Another Talonflame lead, you love to see it. Saw quite a few of these, and they almost always went very well, with the exception of if shields were down, then I got Brave Birded. But besides that, this is a great matchup for Swampert. And interesting, they actually tanked the Hydro Cannon, so I'm thinking that they're probably ABA weak to Swampert. So I'm going to... Ooh, and they actually switch into a Mew there. So I thought they were going to fully sack, but they didn't. They actually ended up switching into Mew, so I couldn't farm them down. I'm going to go back to back to make sure that I can get a shield as well, and then I'm going to bail into Tentacruel. They probably have Wild Charge, so I'm going to make them Wild Charge me. I'm going to shield it up. It is the Wild Charge, and we're going to try and farm down. Another Wild Charge coming through. I believe I should survive this. Tentacruel is quite beefy, and we are able to survive it. We're on very low health. When we get to the Hydro Pump versus the Shadow Swampert, and he thought it was an Acid Spray, and it one-shots. Oh my goodness, sorry, almost one-shotted there. You absolutely love to see it. Oh, what a game. Wishcash, this is another pretty nice lead for us. And we're going to go straight for the Hydro Cannon. And the one tough thing is that Tentacruel has a really negative matchup here, so we're actually going to bail into Mantine to catch a Mud Bomb. That works super well for us here. And this is probably going to be the Blizzard, so we're going to shield this up and make them switch out into their best counter. And they switch into a Skarmory. This is not the worst matchup for us, because we're just going to absolutely debuff their life away. And we are going to throw right as they get to their 5th Air Slash, Bubble Beam, and so now they're super debuffed, and this Sky Attack isn't going to be doing practically anything. You can see that does absolutely nothing. However, since our switch clocks were off kilter, I'm actually going to aggressively swap into my Swampert and apply a ton of pressure to this Skarmory. And here, do I shield and Mud Shot down? Yes, I believe I'm going to shield and Mud Shot down and get a ton of energy on Swampert. Swampert with energy is absolutely nuts. Wishcash comes back in, and I'm going straight for the Hydro Cannon. That takes them out. What do they have in the back? Toxicroak. We're at 2 Hydro Cannons. Again, this is the power of Mud Shot, so even though I used both my shields, I'm going to be able to get these shields back versus this Toxicroak. So we should be in a really good spot here. And we're able to get both shields, and we catch onto our Tentacruel. I wasn't quite sure if I won CMP there, to be honest, so I swapped on the Mud Bomb. And we go for the Acid Spray, and they do a very nice job of CMPing us here. Mud Bomb, and we're going to be able to come back in with the Swampert, and we have the Hydro Cannon loaded, and that is going to be enough to take out the Toxicroak and to give us the game. So again, kind of a scuffed game where I had to go down 2 shields, but Swampert is so deadly with energy. So in conclusion, the Triple Water meme team, I had so much fun with it. The fact that I ran a meme team and went positive on the day is not something that happens too often, so you absolutely love to see it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new and you're enjoying the content, definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps out so much. And a big thank you to our members here on YouTube. The support has been absolutely insane. So thank you guys so very much, and I will see you guys in the next video.